I don't have enough time. I will start tomorrow. My salary pays me enough. I don't need an extra income. Which of those excuses have you made not to start a business? On this channel, I share videos about fashion, entrepreneurship, and how to juggle all this with a full-time job. If you like the sound of that, please subscribe. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hilda Gloria, but you can call me Hilda Blush. If you are new, make sure you do subscribe so that you don't get to miss any of my upcoming videos. In this video, I'm going to be talking about excuses that should not stop you from starting a business. Many of you have got lots of excuses that you usually use to either not start today or not start at all. I would like you to replace all the I'm not with I am. I cannot with I can. Everywhere where there's not, erase not and then replace able. You are able to, you can, I have, many people have, and so will you. Excuse number one, I don't have enough capital. Do you know that you can actually start a business with zero capital? I share a video that I will link up here that explains how I started my bags business 5 years ago with zero capital, and I've been able to grow it and still run it until now. Now, if you do not have enough capital, what are you doing about it? Have you done enough research to make sure that you find out how much resources you need, how much capital you need for your particular business idea? Maybe you can consider getting a loan from a relative or a friend, or you can actually walk to the bank and actually apply for a loan. What are you doing about not having enough capital? Do something. Do not just complain that you don't have capital and stop at that. Maybe some of you say, I don't have enough capital, because in your imagination, you need millions of money to start a business, depending on what business idea that you have. But all I know is that I did start an online business with zero capital. You can consider making savings from now and have a goal that maybe in the next 2 years, I should have raised such an amount of money that I need to start a particular business. Excuse number two, I am not qualified enough. I don't know how many times I've had this. I don't know how many times I've been told this, but let me tell you, most of these business ideas, you do not need any qualification. All you need is common sense. Let me tell you, most of the most famous wealthy businessmen and women did not get a PhD in business administration or in business management. They learn through experience. And how do they learn? They learn because they did start. So if you think I'm not qualified enough, so I'm not going to start, then you're going to stay stagnant. You're going to stay there. You're never going to learn. You're never going to upgrade your skills. We learn on the journey. When I started my bags business, I had basic knowledge on business management. To be specific, I only had the theoretical knowledge, the classroom knowledge that we are taught, and very little practical business knowledge. But because I had the initiative to actually start, I have learned so much along the way. I have learned things that I had no idea about: bookkeeping, stocking, blogging, photography, everything that nobody really taught me. I have learned on the job. I don't have enough time, I'm so busy. If you know me, you know that I have got a full-time job that requires me mentally, physically, psychologically to be present in my workplace 8 hours a day from Monday to Friday. And I do have this business that I run on the side. If you don't know about that, I have a video that I will link up here. You need to create the time. What are you doing about not having time? Is it just an excuse, or you work 24 hours in a day? Because we all do have equal amount of hours in a day. We all have 24 hours in a day. What are you doing about it? Are you trying to create the time, or are you staying stagnant with the excuse of I don't have enough time? I work my full-time job and I work on my business very early in the morning when I wake up. I wake up 2 hours earlier every day to work on my business, start the day, and then later in the evening and at night when I come back from my day job all the weekends I am working on my business. Even when I'm on a trip, I am working. On a train, I am working. On a flight, I am working. These are moments where you're doing nothing that you can actually use to build your business idea or to build your ideal business. So don't let not having time be an excuse. People that have multiple businesses and, for example, are super busy and have families, have got children, still make it. What about you? I'm in the wrong location. I have heard this a number of times. Some friends of mine say they love fashion and they always say, oh yeah, you were blessed because you were in a fashion capital. And I say, no, if this business was meant for me to start on this day, I was supposed to start it because of my mindset and because I am focused to actually start it. Actually saying that you're not in the right location, I don't know why people always think that you have to be in a certain location for you to be great. For example, from where I come from Uganda, they do think that if you live in Europe, if you live in these Western countries, that you are wealthy, probably plucking money off trees. No, location has nothing to do with it. You can be in Uganda, you can be anywhere else in the world, and we all have equal opportunities. Start your thing. I know the opportunities and challenges might be different according to geographical location, but if you get started, you will learn how to overcome these challenges. You will learn how to go about things and actually make something work. Yes, the profits that a person, for example, that owns Virgin Active will be significantly different from those of a person that owns a small gym in Uganda. Yes, I understand. This has been established by a businessman who has learned a lot from the past, and they've got locations all over the world. Whereas your small gym in Uganda might just be starting, or small gym wherever you are in East Africa or wherever, or in Latin America, might just be starting, and you cannot compete or compare the experience. How do you get away from that position is for you to get started. I'm not good with technology. Now, personally speaking, I'm not so good at technology. Let's be honest. I have been challenged, I have been disappointed, I have been frustrated, but do not give up. Teach yourself stuff. If you are able to buy a smartphone and learn without actually going to class how to use it, you can definitely use any other device in the world. As long as it comes with a manual, you are able to read. Usually the manuals come in different languages. Honey, teach yourself how to use stuff. Don't say, I can't be a photographer because I'm not able to use a digital camera. That is just an excuse. It comes with a manual. There is so many YouTube videos, there's so many tutorials that you could actually look out for. You could also ask a person that knows how to use these things, and you will find that you can learn and actually start that business that you've been shying away from starting. I also usually hear people say that the market is saturated. The market share is like a cake. Everybody can get a share depending on how much effort you make to actually grab a piece of a cake. Do not expect to sit down and somebody hands you a piece of cake. No, please. You have to get out there, get started, start working, and actually be able to get yourself a piece of cake. No matter how lucky, you have to put in the work. How do you put in the work? Getting started. Business is not for everyone. That is very true. Business is not for everyone, but are you everyone? Have you actually written a business plan, tried to start a business and see that it's not your thing? Get practical. Stop thinking, stop using your imagination that business is not for you. Get out there, write a business plan, try to start. Continue working and see that you finally have failed at about 5 or 8 business ideas, and then come to a conclusion that business is not my thing. Mind you, make sure you've put in your all, put in your effort, put in whatever is required, and then come back and tell me that business is not for you. Then maybe I will listen. But if you're just sitting, never try to start a business, never try to sustain a business past one day. Don't come to me telling me that business is not your thing. Yes, business is not for everyone, but you are not everyone. My salary is enough, I don't need an extra income. Guys, I have no problem if you're earning 1 million euros a year, if you're earning 1 million euros a month. I do not trust that I should have one source of income. Anything can happen. We just have to learn from what the pandemic has done. If you are so lucky to still have your job and still getting paid 100% salary and benefits, you are so lucky. Not everybody has gotten this chance. Now, what does this teach us? We have to diversify our sources of income. No matter how little this small business that you are going to start gives you, you are not entirely depending on a full-time job. Now, for example, imagine the people that lost their jobs during this pandemic, or lost part of their salaries, or lost part of their benefits. How are they going to survive the rest of the year? Whereas if you had, for example, a side business, you would still be earning a bit of income, or you would still have that as security to apply for so many other benefits, for example, that are coming out to small businesses to help them revive their businesses from this pandemic. If you have more than one stream of income, if one dies out, you can easily rely on the others. So yes, you have got a salary, very good, but you could use part of that salary to, have some other investments. And one of those can be starting a business. One other one that really bores me to the bone is I do not have talent. Let me tell you one thing. Some of these jobs do not require talent. Or maybe when you think you don't have talent, all you need is to actually practice and get better. Do not say, I'm not talented. Not even the best musicians started singing just like that. They started somewhere and then grew on that until where they are now. If you don't start, you would never discover your talent. Maybe along the way, you will discover that you actually have got lots of other talents that needed you to discover if you had actually started. So don't say I don't have talents. Maybe there's something hidden in there. Start with the business idea that you have and then discover what your other talents are along the way. I have no support. It is funny that actually people still seek approval. They seek approval from friends, partners, parents. It is not wrong that you actually inform these people about what's happening, but do not let them decide for you what you want. If you are in the right hands of the right parents, right friends, right siblings, right partner, they will definitely support your dream. They will support your business ideas. Do not say, I cannot start because maybe I won't get support, or because so-and-so doesn't support me. How will they support you when you haven't even started? Maybe they have some doubts. Prove them wrong. Get started. Be so good that they will be so proud to actually associate with you. And that marks the end of this video. I hope that I have been able to turn your excuses into I am able to. I hope I've been able to give you a trigger to actually get started with your business that you have always thought about, that you've always dreamt of. And if you have any other excuses, please leave me a comment down below and I'll be happy to turn that positively into I am instead of I am not, or I can instead of I cannot. Make sure you do follow me on my socials. Make sure you do subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up and I will see you in the next video. Bye!